Good morning, y'all, and welcome to another beautiful day in Stuart, Florida. Today is the opening day of Florida's mini lobster season. We're allowed to get 12 per person per day. We're gonna get out here, see if we can dive around, catch some lobster, and I'm gonna take y'all with us, have some underwater footage. Y'all enjoy the video. Let's get after it. Go find us some bugs. Go ahead, put our kill switch on. We just got a really short run out of the inlet here, and we're going to be diving probably in another 30 minutes or so. All right, y'all, so Ben and I have made it out to the spot. We're in 16 foot of water, but we got about 7 foot of relief. So we're just using shade relief right here to be able to find the faults, the rocks, stuff like that. We're on a really good spot. Kind of show y'all my setup real quick, then we're gonna be dropping down. So obviously we're on the Sea-Doo right here. Got my BC tank, everything's already set up right there. Dive flag, fins, snorkel mask, all that's on the inside. And yeah, we're just anchored up, about to get ready to drop in. All right, here we go. All right, so we dropped our anchor right on top of the ledge, so we're just kind of following our anchor line back so we can get to the area we found on the relief shading. And as you can see, we got some really good rock formation down there, lots of little reef fish and stuff. And this is perfect spot for lobster to hang out. They love getting down in between those rocks right there. So we're just kind of putting our heads down under the rocks, looking under those ledges, shining our light in there. And right here I spot a lobster. I'm trying to get Ben's attention. And as you can see, it's right there in the corner under that rock. And this guy ended up being a little tricky. So my setup that I got right here is kind of like a little snare setup. Ben does have a tickle stick and a net to get him with. And right now I'm trying to barely tap him and get I'm trying to get on his backside to try to nudge him out. Eventually Ben ends up going in there, turning himself upside down and shoving the tickle stick in there, trying to get that lobster to walk out. Finally he gets him where he can come out right here. I get the snare right around his backside, and I missed. That was totally my fault. I was not quick enough on the snare job right there. And eventually this guy just kind of realized that we were after him, and he became hard to get, so we decided to just move on from that one and look for another lobster. Got a nice mangrove snapper hanging out right there. And boom, there's a lobster. And we got that one. Did not mess up the snare job on that one. Now this lobster is clearly big enough, no need to measure them. Lobster do have to be 3 inches across their carapace, and we have a gauge to be able to determine that, but there's no need to measure this one. Well, I am being towed in right now. All right, y'all, so we kind of had a hiccup on the water. Sucked up a rope into my intake, so that ended our trip. We did see 3 lobster today, only caught the one. Definitely could have caught another one. I felt like I had my lasso around him, but he just happened to slip through. We're gonna get to the house, cut this rope out from my intake, and we'll pick up tomorrow back on the water. So it is the morning of day 2. We did manage to get all the rope out of the intake of the jet ski, so I'm gonna go ahead and get suited down. We're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna find us some more lobster today. Y'all stay tuned. Let's go get them. All right, so we're dropping in on day 2. And this dive, we decided to go a little bit further south, and we hit a different section of the reef. And we did quickly find a group of lobster down here. So this is our first one that we're trying to fish out of the rocks. Ben's coming kind of behind him on the tickle stick right there. He's a little on the small side, but he's definitely one that we want to try to check. He's kind of out of frame right there. You can't really see him, but he ends up getting away anyways. If y'all have never seen a lobster take off, they are extremely fast. And this is another one that we came up on right here on the backside of that same rock. And did end up getting a snare around that one, but this is another one that we gotta check just to make sure. And we got our gauges out right there. This is a lobster that we probably could have made an argument for keeping. I mean, it was right there on it. As you can see, Ben's checking it over and over, trying to make sure, trying to find a way to justify us, I guess, keeping this lobster. And I think we would have been all right with it, but it was right there on the edge. So in the end, we do decide to let this one go. Here's another one right here we're trying to fish out. This is kind of on the same cluster of this one rock system that's got these lobster on it. And we're trying to fish him out. And I can kind of tell right here that he's a little too small. And I don't want to consume all of our air, so I'm just letting Ben know, hey, let's move on to the next one. I think this one's too small. And we drop in on a new dive. We did continue to move even further south, and we found this area that was absolutely like just diving in an aquarium. The visibility was amazing here, and we had some awesome rock ledges. However, we really didn't see anything other than coral and fish. This beautiful sheep's head right here, which I was kind of messing with them a little bit, tapping them. And all right, well, we are back in Alabama, y'all. Got the skis cleaned up right here. Long trip home. We absolutely enjoyed ourselves. We might not have caught the lobsters that we thought we were going to get. We did have a good time. We did see some, we did catch some, and we did eat some. So we had a great time down in Stuart, Florida. Can't wait to get back. Diving off of this Sea-Doo is quite the challenge, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. It's very simple, minimalist, and yeah, we just enjoyed it. So can't wait to get back. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all did, leave me a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see y'all in the next one.